Hey guys, what's up? This is Colby Cheese, and I'm going to be doing a video here showing off a character that I've recently come up with that I thought was really fun. And essentially, it's just a character based around a lot of fire damage and blowing stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and level up those gems there. Alright, now I am level 58, and so I am just about at the zone level here in Merciless, doing some Felshire runs. This is not super high level yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show it off before I got, high level and fully geared and all that good stuff. As right now I don't even have really good links on my gear. You'll see some of my stuff is just kind of random. I don't really have the things that I want just yet. I am using a Syrian Touch to help me out with leveling up, but I am going to switch that out a little bit later. So the build pretty much centers around using weird shit. Like I'm using Fire Trap, and that is blowing stuff up. I've got Chance to Ignite on that, as well as Elemental Proliferation, or however you say that. And so every time it'll ignite something, it's just gonna throw that on all of the mobs around it. And then once something dies, that's when things get crazy, because I start using my Detonate Dead, and that starts to blow stuff up a lot as well. And so essentially what I've just done is take as many elemental damage nodes as possible. The reason for that is you can't actually increase the damage of Detonate Dead with spell damage, so you can only increase it with increased fire damage or with elemental damage. And so the Templar I thought was the best for this. Now originally when I made this build, I actually planned it out to be a really tanky HP and ES based build that I would run, and I would have the nodes from the Marauder for the reduced crit, and I would have elemental adaptation, since all of those are really great later on, especially in maps and stuff like that. But with the changes to CI, I redid the build, and it actually works out amazing with CI. You can get a ton of energy shields, so I've redone my passive tree, and I'll kind of look at that in just a second and go over some of my plans for this build once I get a little bit higher level. In fact, I'm pretty much going to be able to switch to CI very soon. I just had to pick up a few more pieces of gear before I do that. And so far it's pretty fun. Like you see, I can just one-shot entire packs with a Fire Trap, and anything that is a straggler, I'll just go ahead and finish it off with my Detonate Dead. Now there's going to be problems with this if I just use Fire Trap and Detonate Dead. Eventually it's going to be hard to kill single targets, such as this guy here. He's taking a little bit, well, golems generally do take a long time to kill, but I'm still doing a lot of damage to him. I've actually taken a decoy totem to make things kind of stand in place a little bit longer. But my goal is to actually use Firestorm with Culling Strike to help finish off mobs, and I'll probably link that up with some other stuff once I figure out exactly what I want to do with that. I also am leveling up a Molten Shell, as that would be a very good ability to use as well with this build. So I haven't figured out exactly the spells that I want to use based on the game or whatever, but I mean, all of those spells are going to be very effective with this one. I could technically use Fireball with the spells that I have, but I don't really want to use it. I want to use Detonate Dead. It's kind of what I'm building my build around. So Detonate Dead, super fun. You can clear stuff really fast, and the awesome thing about it is that the damage scales based on the monsters that you're attacking. So you can just go into pretty much any content and you're going to be killing stuff, especially whenever you blow up stuff like golems with high HP. Those are just going to destroy everything around them. So really fun build. I am enjoying it a lot. And again, the only problem I have is whenever stuff gets too spread out or whatever, and I'm trying to kill individual mobs. Obviously you have the limit on how fast your fire traps will come back up, and if the mobs are not close to other dead mobs, then that poses a little bit of an issue as well. And that's why I recently started leveling up Firestorm. It's not leveled up all the way just yet, and it's not fully linked or anything like that, but it does quite a bit. So as long as I can put down Fire Trap, have them stand in that, I'll be able to finish it off with Culling Strike and my Fire Trap. But yeah, pretty cool build. Let me finish this run up here, and then I'll go ahead, jump into town, and I'll show you guys my actual tree that I've got set up with the passives and whatnot. So actually I'll just teleport into town. Okay, so let's jump into town here and kind of show you guys what I've got going here. I hardly have any health or shield. I've been leveling up so fast I didn't even really bother to find good items. So it doesn't take a lot of items to make this build work. I do have a Searing Touch, so that's a really good item for this one. It makes the fire trap really awesome. I've got fire pin, elemental proliff, chance to ignite. You actually don't even need that. I can actually just do fire trap with chance to ignite, and probably do that with 2 fire traps, in fact, on a non-searing touch item, and it would work great. Searing touch is just good because the burning damage increase is pretty big, and also the +2 to fire gems is really nice while leveling up. So pretty good stuff there. The rest of the gear is just crap that I've found with links on it in order to make my spells work. I've got my let me see. Oh, Detonate Dead I have linked up to increased area of effect, faster casting, and fire pin. I actually have a 16 quality Detonate Dead, which allows, and the thing about Detonate Dead, this is important, is you want to leave it at level 1. Whenever you level up Detonate Dead, it actually only increases the physical portion of the damage up to like 100 at max level, which is stupid. It is nothing. All you really want is the elemental damage portion, which is 18% of the corpus's max life, which is modified by all of your elemental damage and fire damage that you have as well. So pretty good stuff there. And then the quality on it is pretty important too. You get a lot of cast speed. You'll see 48% increased cast speed. That comes from the quality bonus. And then I probably won't be needing faster casting. I'm just leveling that up for now in case I'm going to need that for something potentially later on. But I might actually put that in with like chance to ignite or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Detonate Dead has a few different combinations, but this one's been working out for me so far. And as far as the passive tree is concerned, all you really need to do is make sure you get all of these elemental damage nodes here from the Templar. Elemental damage there, one there. Increased area of effect is another important thing. You want to make sure your Detonate Dead can hit as much stuff as possible. So I'm taking all of the area nodes right there. I'm actually about to take these area nodes here in the witch tree. And you're going to take all of the fire damage that you can right here. I'm going to take all of these fire damage nodes. I'm going to take all the burning right there for your fire traps. And as well as the whenever you ignite stuff on fire, I'm going to take all these fire damage nodes right here. And you'll notice I've taken quite a bit of HP as well. And this is obviously for leveling. But once I get the gear or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and unspec out of all of these health nodes that I've got. And I'm going to go ahead and pop into basically all of the Chaos Inoculation and all of the Energy Shield nodes. This one right here, and the Energy Shield node right over here. And then I'm going to go for Body and Soul right here. And that's going to give me a lot of Energy Shield. I spec this just temporarily. I'm actually going to spec out of that. You shouldn't really have that. Inner Force is really nice for this build as well, so I'm taking that. I'm going to unspec out of that little Might node there. And basically you have all the agility nodes right here that you need for your fire traps, so you don't have to really worry about not having the right amount of dexterity for those. And then let's see, I'm going to be coming this direction right here. I'm going to be going into Ghost Reaver. I'm going to put Detonate Dead with Life Leech for late game so that I can leech back all my life. So essentially I kill a few things with fire trap and then just start popping Detonate Dead, and that keeps my life really high, and by my life, my energy shield, since that will be my life. And then right after that, I'm going to be right next to this entire nullification tree. So I'm going to take all the bonuses there, and that's going to be an extremely large amount of energy shield that I'll have by level 80. So past level 80, I can get more energy shield nodes if I need to, or I can try and go for some crit in order to make my fire traps crit more. And Detonate Dead has a really low crit chance, but it's not that big of a deal. So I haven't really bothered with looking at past level 80 what I would want to do. But the main thing is to get a lot of energy shield, get the Ghost Reaver, and all of the elemental damage, and you're good to go. So hopefully you guys like this build. It's extremely fun. I'm really enjoying it. And so I'm probably going to do a video later if I start getting to maps and doing some high level content. But this is just kind of a project character. I'm kind of playing him, whenever I have time. So anyways, guys, I'll see you around for the next one. Make sure you subscribe. This is Colby Cheese. Peace out.